Oh my goodness, there is a bird in my fireplace.
Hey everybody, and welcome to our BB20 Week 5 spoiler show with me and Dancin Amy. Now, I thought it would be fun to bring Dancin Amy in for the intro. Surprise! However, let me just do this first because I don't want to run out of room. Today is the last day for #1 fans. I know it's technically the first, but today is the last day, so we're locking it in and announcing the winner tomorrow. So it's your last chance to be the #1 fan for the autographed cup giveaway that we're doing. Now, technically, we do have another one. I don't know what we're doing with that yet, but today is the last day to be the #1 fan over on YouNow for that, and last day for subscribers to win an Orwell on YouNow for the month of July. We're also doing it for August as well. And of course, all you have to do is just become a fan over on YouNow to be alerted every time we go live at yourrealityrecaps.com/YouNow. Now look, I feel like I need to test Amy. So this is what I would like to do. Ready? Hey, Amy!
Hey, Eric! Hi, everybody!
How are you doing, Amy?
I'm great, thank you.
Amy, I thought we could play a fun game because it's been
Okay.
brought to my attention that people don't really watch the intro. So
Okay.
I thought we could play a fun game and I can quiz Amy.
Okay,
Okay.
I like games.
So if people want to see all of our Big Brother 20 content, Amy, where should they go?
You go to yourrealityrecaps.com/BB20.
Amy, if people want to check out what their rankings are in the trash draft, where should they go?
You go to yourrealityrecaps.com/trashdraft.
I love it. And Amy, if people want to become a patron, where should they go?
yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. PATREON.
Now, Amy, patrons get access to the patron-only Facebook group, weekly shows just for patrons, special after shows with the house guests after they're on here
Oh,
live.
yeah. Absolutely.
And I heard if you want to have a baby in the patron group, Amy will have it for you.
No.
That is not true. You're
No.
correct. I remember now. If you want Amy to have your baby, you have to make a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal.
That would have to be a really big donation.
And donation is code. All right, everybody, we need to start the show. So like we said, check out all of our stuff. Thumbs up, favorite if you're watching on YouTube or iTunes. Make sure you subscribe there, fan. We're doing giveaways there as well for all our subscribers on iTunes and on YouTube, which is different than YouNow. I know they both have a U in the front, and it's very confusing for people, Amy.
Different platforms.
It's different platforms, everybody. Just fan us on YouNow. You get alerted every time we go live. You can watch the backups later on our website or YouTube or iTunes. That's the long and the short of it. I just don't get them up as quickly because I want to give like a little bonus to the YouNow subscribers so they can watch it back. They get to watch stuff back instantly.
Exactly. And they get to see a lot of other stuff, too.
Right, because we do a lot more than just reality TV. Amy.
Yes.
People have been dying to hear what you are thinking about this week in Big Brother.
Oh, my goodness.
And here's where I would like to start with you, because I feel like we've done spoiler shows. Of course, we're talking Big Brother every night on YouNow, so we're basically current. But I would like to get your thoughts on some of the hot topics, and of course, chat room. If there's anything that you guys would like us to discuss, or you have any questions for us, you can go ahead and start putting them in the chat room or tweeting me them with hashtag YRRLive. We'll pull them up and we'll address your questions as well. But Amy, first off, where are you feeling like? What are your thoughts on Sam these days? Are we a Sam fan? Are we a Sam frenemy? What do we feel about Sam?
I am not high on Sam anymore. I
We're over her.
yeah, yeah. I'm off the Sam train. She is not who I thought that she was. I thought that she was like, yay, happy, I love everybody, and she is.
She's not.
No,
She's not. No.
She is like little southern country girl with some really weird
Hypocrisy, a case of hypocrisy.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
She's southern with a dash of hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she's not really even southern. It's like country hills person.
I don't want
know.
to say it because I don't mean this in a bad way. She's like a trailer person.
She lives in a trailer.
She lives in a trailer. I don't mean it as like, oh, you're less than because you live in a trailer. I mean like her mindset is one of, I live in a trailer and have a garden outside and my whole world is like right here.
Yes, she's very small world.
Right. Maybe that's what I should say, not trailer person.
Yes, it's very small community. Very, this is my group, and I'm
right.
very
and
protective of it.
Don't you dress like a whore in it?
Yeah.
Don't you dress like a whore? Okay, so I saw Lax Mania X in the chat room says, "What's your opinion on the Haleigh and Fessy drama?" Now, Amy.
Yes.
Before we get into the Haleigh and Fessy drama, I have a quick 1 little minute clip.
Okay.
So I'm going to play the clip for people in case they don't know what the Haleigh and Fessy drama is. So let's watch this all. It's 1 minute, everybody. And let's go. Ba-doo.
Hours.
Start with
and then you want me to just wake up the next day and like...
You went an entire day ignoring me, acting like I wasn't there, leaving places when I sat down, not speaking to me, an entire 24 hours. And so I wake up sad and hungry and make a snack and go lay by myself on the hammock, and Brett comes to talk to me, and he's also sad. So we're talking about our sadness because I obviously can't speak to you about it. So now
Till 5
I'm
a.m.?
the bad guy.
Till 5 a.m.?
Yeah, until 5 a.m.
As he's petting your leg?
You're so petty.
I'm
You're
petty.
so petty.
I'm petty.
He is so
And then
petty, Amy. She dared sit outside with him until 5 a.m. with leg petting. There was leg petting happening until 5 a.m., Amy. Amy, is that a deal breaker in a relationship, leg petting until 5 a.m.?
They're not in a relationship. That's the whole point.
Yeah, they're not anything.
So it doesn't even matter.
What I mean, look, the whole root of really the issue, I think, is this like juvenile junior high. You're ignoring me. You're not paying attention to me. And then didn't we find out now also that Haleigh says Fessy's not really her type. Like, she's not really that attracted to him. She doesn't really see herself being in a relationship with him. Kind of came out of this conversation, too.
Yeah, I think that a lot of it is just the way that he's acted has kind of morphed him into not being her type. Because at the beginning of the season, she did say that Fessy was her type. Mm-hmm. Like, we saw confession or DRs at the beginning of the season saying that Fessy was her type, which could have been scripted, but I don't know. I think that once you start to see someone's personality and the very overbearing, you go, maybe not.
See, I wonder if she might have known. Like, I know in the beginning she was like, I don't want any part of a showmance. Showmances are going to be targeted. It's bad for both of our games. But she was smart enough to know that. I wonder if she also maybe felt like, and it would get me airtime, but maybe if I just like flirted a little bit and then I would get like the showmance thing, but like I won't really pursue it that hard, but just like enough just to get airtime doing. Like she's very smart is my point. Haleigh is so smart.
She really is. Haleigh has impressed me a lot this season, just in general. But yeah, Fessy is just a petty drama queen.
He is very much so a petty drama queen. I was trying to find, it's so funny, it was nonstop in my timeline all day. I couldn't get it out of my timeline. And of course, now that we went live, my whole timeline is all just us. Anyway, Fessy, oh, I got it. Here we go. I got it, Amy. I got it. Ready? Here is a little clip from Fessy earlier today in the bathroom. Right there. It's a GIF. I can't pause it. So it's right there, and right there, and right there, right there. There we go. So my point is, if you've seen what Fessy is working with, do you think that can turn Haleigh?
No.
No, I don't think it'll turn Haleigh either. Gotta be honest.
No.
I'm not a fan of it. Whitney D says Fessy should be on The Bachelorette and Sam should be on one of those Alaskan shows.
Yeah, I would agree with that completely.
I mean, do you think that any part of Haleigh holds on to this relationship with Fessy because she believes that he's a comp winner? You know, we saw her keep him safe with the POV. Do we think that's fueling more of their relationship?
I think that she just has basically used him as protection, essentially, in the game. And, I mean, there really isn't necessarily anything wrong with that. However, at this point, it's just getting to be too much. She's going to have, one of them is going to have to go soon because it's...
Who do you think she's more loyal to? Do you think she'll be more loyal to, Fessy or more loyal to, a girls' alliance?
Oh, I think she'll be more loyal to the girls.
You do? Interesting. See, I don't know. Haleigh's so smart in the game, and she's so smart for how, young she is. I've never met a more, well, not I've met, but you know what I mean. I've never seen a more well-adjusted, well-adapted, in the world, 21-year-old. I'm now being misogynistic, because I was going to say most girls would probably crumble in a situation like she was just in. And I apologize, that's not true. Most girls would not. But you know what I'm saying? She's very young.
She is. She is very young and she is very well adjusted. But I do think that, I think she knows when she will need to get rid of Fessy because at some point it's not worth it to have him around and he's going to just put a bigger target on her.
I agree. I think that, I'm kind of torn. If it's girls and Fessy, I think there is something to be said where, there will be comps that being a guy or being stronger is going to help you in. Not all of them. No. But I think there will be, the final three, I feel always involves something that I feel is unfair and favors a guy. Whenever there's a final three, I feel usually some part of that final three favors a guy.
You think that Fessy's going to stick around to final three?
No, but it could be worth it for Haleigh to keep Fessy around to final three for that reason. Because I don't see Haleigh winning... I don't see Haleigh winning physical things, is what I'm saying. And I don't think Haleigh has close enough relationships with the people in the house to get her closer to the end once Fessy's gone.
Well, that whole side of the house is a mess, so I think most of the people on that side don't really have much of a chance of getting that far anyway, so...
Haleigh needs Fessy for at least 3 weeks, says Sal in the chat room. Our town says Fessy's going out in a double eviction. Do you think Fessy would be... Because I don't. I don't think Fessy would be the victim of a double eviction.
I think I think that it would probably be a bigger target.
So I think Tyler. I think Tyler will be the victim of double eviction.
Yeah, I would think Tyler.
Or JC, because the house does seem to be afraid of JC. Like, people have voiced they're afraid to put him up because of his connections, and they don't want him bad-mouthing them all week. So JC could also
JC would be a perfect double eviction.
That's when you want to get out that type of a player. So yeah, maybe my Tyler will be saved on double eviction.
Well, and Tyler could use his cloud power and a double eviction.
Okay, I don't think I've had you weigh in on this. I feel like I've had everyone else weigh on this. Their powers. Do you think production is going to make double eviction happen after the powers end, or while the powers are still active? Let's just start there.
Well, usually double eviction is within the first 8 evictions, so...
It usually is, I agree with you. So you would assume it would happen during powers. Great. How the hell are they going to do that, Amy? Let's just pretend like the whole house doesn't know about Bailey's power right now. How would she be able to keep it a secret? Like, okay, we just completed the competition. We're walking into the house. You literally have a commercial break to make your nominations. What is Bailey going to be like? Excuse me 1 minute. I have to run to the DR to do absolutely nothing. I'll be right back. And like run to the DR and then come out. And then Julie be like, I'm sorry. Your noms don't count. A power app was played.
Yeah, I think that if I had to guess, production assumed that it would be used before the double eviction.
I'm sure they assumed it would be used before the double eviction as well, but now the fact that it's not being used, like Tyler's isn't going to be used before double eviction. Oh, maybe.
It may.
He may get targeted next week, depending on who wins. Maybe Lost in Cruise says, maybe they go into the DR or go into a room and speak to production through the camera. That's a good point. They could just do that, just walk into any room and just talk to a camera.
Yeah. And I think that with the double eviction, I mean, don't they still have to go tell production at some point before who they're actually nominating? No?
No. It's all live. Julia's right. Remember how many times Julia's been like, I need you in the living room. I need you to do your noms. Get to the living room right now. So, I mean, if they're that close down to the wire, then let's just say it's JC that wins and he makes his noms. How are they going to know, okay, Bailey wants to swap in her noms? Or how are they going to know Tyler wants to be put in the cloud?
True.
I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I also want to know what the other apps were. Why were we never being allowed to be told what the other apps were? I'm pissed about it. Who do I have to get on this show? I'm going to go talk to friggin' Allison Grodner. I want someone on this show who can start answering these questions. What are the other power apps?
I don't think we're ever going to know.
Oh, we're going to know, Amy, because I'm not going to be able to sleep until we find out. So let's not do that to me.
Okay.
It might come back later in the game. You think the power app might come back later in the game? That is an interesting opinion, and I think you're wrong.
They've never brought a twist back later, have they?
No, I don't think so. Allison R says Bailey's runs out before jury. Aren't doubles normally after jury? Double eviction is normally after jury starts. Yes, it is. But this is a weird season because they expected the buyback to still be in there. Now Caitlin's gone. Well, I mean, this is a very weird season.
Right.
Oh, Kelly McFour in the chat room says Grodner actually did say that they're not going to say what they're used for, so that what the other power apps were, so that they can use them in another season.
You're right.
Yeah,
right.
Right. Whatever you have to say about that. And then there was, oh God, yes, Debbie Dawn is saying, and then there was the rumor that the apps were influenced by making one of them appear bigger. Did you hear this? What Sam was telling everybody, or Bailey specifically?
I'm making one of them appear bigger?
Yeah, so Sam told Bailey that production told her which power app to pick by making the icon bigger. No, it's just called graphic design, Sam. Just like sometimes like graphics are sometimes a little bigger than other ones when you're trying to like squeeze everything in.
Well, I mean, unless they refilmed her actually picking it, like,
and they didn't.
They were all exactly the same size.
It's just Sam. Lord knows, she has a moth and a spider for a pet in that house. She has whittled some shit out of blankets that I don't even understand. I don't understand why production doesn't stop her from deconstructing pillows and blankets. I mean, I'm all for creativity, but it is scary.
She's just keeping herself entertained, you know?
I'd be afraid that she would, start, collecting strands of people's hair soon. So be like, I'm just going to make a hair doll. I just want to make a little hair voodoo doll. And anytime you whores put on a bikini, I'm going to stab it with my special spider pin.
You know what? People would probably find that really entertaining.
Of course they would, because now that Caitlyn's gone, there's nothing happening.
Oh, there's plenty happening.
All right, well, sure, there's plenty happening, but not Caitlyn crazy happening.
Well, it's not crazy.
All right, well,
but
what would
there's
you
plenty
say?
Happening.
Okay, what is one of your favorite moments from this past week so far?
How about Bailey telling Rachel about her power for no reason and then being like, why did I do that?
I mean,
it was stupid.
I kind of understand her reason a little bit. Like, I'm playing with your life in the game, so as a security blanket, here's my life in the game.
No, they're not in an alliance at all.
Right.
Bailey's power only has power if she stays anonymous. So she's going to tell somebody on the opposite side of the house and expect her to keep it a secret? Are you kidding me? That was the stupidest thing. Bailey just says this whole week has been a train wreck of Bailey's game just going off the rails. She was in such a good spot and she just blew up her game.
Do you feel like it's HOH? Do you feel like she's doing it out of HOH-itis, which I mean she's doing it because she's on a power trip and feels safe? Or do you think that she is scrambling? This is just her throwing darts at a wall and seeing what sticks, like she realizes she's alone after this week and is just desperately trying for anything? Or somewhere in the middle?
I think it's somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
I think that it started as she was just kind of trying to scramble, see what she could do. Mm-hmm. And then it turned into, okay, I've got the power. And then it turned back into scrambling of like, oh no, what am I doing?
This Lost in Cruz has a very good question in the chat room. Bailey, Luan, and Marcellus, who made the dumbest game move?
I don't think that Bailey is in that conversation at all.
I don't think Bailey's in that conversation at all yet.
Right.
But I would probably go with, I feel like Marcellus and Luan are both tied, really. But I'll just say Luan. Because there was no power with Luan. At least Marcellus had something or could have done something. Luan had nothing.
Yeah, I would say Marcellus.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, did you hear what Bailey said last night, which we've talked about this on many of shows, I feel like we've talked about this already, but did you hear what she said about Casey last night and the fact that if it wasn't for Swaggy, she would have totally hooked up with Casey this season?
No, I hadn't heard that. I had heard some rumblings about Bailey before, but
she said it a few times. She has said it a few times this season, and we've talked about it on the show, but for whatever reason, Twitter just finally picked it up last night. For the first time, I saw Twitter talking about it last night, and I was like, we've been talking about this for since the show aired, because one of the things that Bailey said that Swaggy told her before he left was, don't you dare embarrass me now with Casey. Because she told him, Casey's totally my type. I would totally hook up with girls like Casey. So Swaggy was like, don't embarrass me now and go hook it up with a girl after we were together.
I kind of like Basie. I could see Basie.
Oh, I like it way better than her and Swaggy. Way better than her and Swaggy.
I like this rumor much more than the other rumor that was going around about Bailey.
What was the other rumor going around about Bailey?
That she was pregnant.
Oh, God. I mean, we do this every season.
I know.
Every season, someone's like, that person's pregnant. No.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's what you all don't understand, and I keep trying to explain it to you. When you sign up to go onto the Big Brother house, you literally sign your life away. And what you also don't realize is that Julie Chen steals your uterus if you're a woman. They literally take out every single part of you. You're not even allowed to go in your house with your uteruses. So that's why you can't have your periods.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Julie Chen owns it. And if you piss Julie Chen off, she'll eat it in front of you. Why do you think she looks so young?
That's why you don't want to piss Julie off.
I agree.
Why do you think they all tell her that she looks beautiful?
Well, she looks beautiful because she's eating women's uteruses. It's like some witch ritual or something. Julie's got bigger things to worry about, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. She's standing by her man.
Mm-hmm.
And man is code for money. Okay. Now, did you hear, so just since we're talking about it, let's stay on this topic for a second. Here are other things people might not have heard of. So now have you heard, aside from JC calling Tyler gay, he's now accused Sam of being lesbian and Rachel of being transgender because she has a, quote, Big Adam's apple.
JC is so problematic.
JC is a lot.
JC is just, he's basically proving to be what we knew
he was
him
going
to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
JC is ridiculous. I think that if things keep up the way that they're going with JC, I have a feeling he's going to get voted out for annoying people way sooner than he's going to get voted out for people being afraid of his connections in the house hurting their game. My point is, I just think JC is annoying a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And I don't think people are going to want to keep him around.
No, and the things that he's saying are not necessarily annoying, they're hurtful. Mm-hmm. Like, you could tell that Rachel was hurt when he was talking to her. It wasn't even...
Right, because it wasn't like he was saying you're transgender. It was more like he was saying you kind of look like you could be a man to a lady.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of, the way Daddy puts it.
Yeah, and I mean, he's not good with his words anyway, but to say things like that, you just don't say things like that to people.
I don't think so either. I don't think you do either. JC was funny when he woke up RS with the pots. Yeah, that was...
He's just trying to get airtime.
He's just trying to get airtime. Okay, so I want to move on to Brett because moderators are in red, everybody. Welcome to you now. Brett has said that he is going to do an amazing speech tomorrow, which I believe it was Angela who started and put the bug in his ear to do it. Mm-hmm. But how much of this do you know about?
I have heard about this, and I love this plan because as of right now, it sounds like he's going to do this whole speech plan.
Oh, he's doing it.
I'm so excited. Brett is good for a good speech, and I like it.
Oh,
I didn't like Brett at first, but I like him now.
Oh God, I really want to get into this, but this is our last clip, Amy, so I just want to throw this clip in right now. Here is the moment where Brett decides that he is going to do this speech. So here we go. Let's watch this really quickly.
What if you threw Rachel under the bus? Like, Rachel told me Bailey has a power up, guys. She can change knobs next week.
I can do that. I 100% will do that.
You think so? Anyone that's going for HOH really doesn't mean anything.
I can do that. It's brilliant.
Okay, so basically he is going to say, and Rachel told him what to say. Rachel was like, you need to just go up there and be like, Bailey has the power app, so whoever is going for HOH this week, it doesn't even matter. She's going to use it. And by the way, Rachel told me all about the Girls Alliance, so guys, we need to stick together.
Mm-hmm. And, like, I don't know what made Angela, like, turn on Rachel so much like this, but, oh, goodness.
You mean Angela turn on Rachel?
Yeah, Angela turn on Rachel.
Okay, go ahead.
But whatever it was that has put her on Team Brett, to, like, praise the Lord, because, my goodness.
But see, I don't like it. Here's the thing. Angela was wallpaper. To me, Angela did nothing in this game, and you and I have talked about it on the show. Not doing anything in this game is great. You want to be under the radar, told jury, so great. Essentially, Angela's been playing a great game. She's been remaining loyal to her alliance. She's been voting with them. She's been, contributing to conversations. But then we saw the start of this last week where she was part of the reason Caitlyn went home. Yes, JC was the one that pushed it to happen. They didn't get on board until Angela was on board. And now this week, Angela is the one that went to Tyler, told Tyler everything that happened with Rachel, told Tyler about Bailey's power, and like you said, has all of a sudden turned on Rachel. And I've watched all these conversations. There wasn't really anything that Rachel did. Yes, Rachel was being like a little bit paranoid, but there wasn't any like betrayal by Rachel towards Angela. She's just been acting a little bit scared, in my opinion, because she's on the block. So I don't understand why all of a sudden Angela is on this big power trip and I gotta take out Rachel, who's been on my side the whole time. It just seems very awkward to me.
Yes, I think that basically it's kind of putting a huge target on Angela.
Correct.
But for a good feeds standpoint?
Oh, great feeds. It'll be brilliant feeds. And Senile Old Broad says what Angela fails to realize is that she's expendable to Tyler and Brett. 100%. So where do you think you're going with this plan?
Yeah, and I mean, she's taking out her number one ally and saving Brett, who is, I mean, he's really not going to keep her over. He's not going to keep her over Tyler, and he may not even keep her over Casey. Like,
Gem Cutter says Angela's horrible, and I love it. I don't love it. Like, if you're going to be horrible, then be horrible the whole time, and let's root for you for being a horrible person. Don't do this, I'm nice, I'm stabbing. It's all this, it's like Sam. Now I'm getting Sam PTSD. I'm really starting to like you and like your game, and then all of a sudden, this is happening.
She hasn't really been nice all season. She's just been wallpaper. She's been nothing.
So we don't know what she's been all season because she hasn't had any feeds or airtime. Good point.
Exactly. So...
Okay. So now let's jump to today for a minute, and you guys, I see all your questions. Keep them coming. Today, Rachel said to Angela, I'm getting this weird feeling. She's like, I'm getting this weird feeling. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm the target, and Brett has been acting really weird to me, blah, 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 blah. And Angela's like, oh no, I didn't hear anything. I mean, I might have heard he's going to say something bad about Rockstar in his speech, but definitely not you. So Angela's been lying to Rachel now because she knows what the speech is going to be like on purpose. So that's already been going into play. And then Bailey is apparently now mad because Lawson Cruz says weird feeling, aka DR leak. I don't think there was a DR leak, but it's possible. And now Bailey is mad at Rachel because Bailey thinks that Rachel might have said something to people. So there's also that whole factor playing out. And then what was the last point with Brent? Brett was, I don't even remember now. I thought about it twice and it escaped my mind while I was talking. We'll see if it pops back in a minute. Miss Melissa says Angela was jealous of Rachel talking to the other side of the house when Rachel was a have-not and hanging out in the have-not room. You think she was jealous, Amy?
I don't think so. I mean,
it got to be something that made her turn on Rachel. So jealousy is just as good as any.
I guess.
Angela has been attacking Rachel on a personal level, says Miss Van Cougar.
Yeah.
Sweet Shelley says, what do you think of them blindsiding the majority of the jury? The Hive will be the jury. So.
Well, I think that Tyler is going to be able to spin this, and Brett's speech is going to be the way that he'll be able to spin it.
What do you mean? How do you think he's going to be able to spin it with Brett's?
He'll be able to say, I found out last minute, and I didn't have time to talk to you guys. Because Tyler's going to vote with the other side of the house.
Right. To keep Brett.
Mm-hmm. And he'll say, I didn't have time to talk to you guys. I'm so sorry, but I found out about Bailey's speech. She had told Rachel, and, we just didn't know what to do with it. So I don't know. I think that Tyler will be able to spin it. And the Hive they believe anything that he says. Like,
I'm sorry. Diane Porter in the chat room says, what the hell is the Hive? The Hive is the new alliance. I'm sorry. We should have led with that. I keep thinking everybody knows what we know. Yeah. So the Hive is the new alliance consisting of Haleigh, Scotty, Fessy.
Yep. Bailey. And Rockstar. Is there Rockstar in it?
But Tyler is going to vote with it.
Yeah, they think it's 6.
Because this is where it gets a little bit confusing, right? So they thinks that it's the 6 of them, because the vote's going to be 6-5 to keep. As of now, as of this moment in time, Wednesday night, we believe the vote is going to be 6-5 to keep. Oh wait, or is it 5-4?
No, 5-4.
5-4.
No.
Yeah, it's 5-4.
Wait, maybe Rockstar's not in it.
Hold on.
I'm so confused.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 8 people voting. Oh no, 8, 9. 9 people voting. So 5-4. 5-4 people voting. The Hive like Bay, Hive like Beyonce.
Yes, they have nicknames. I know that Bailey is the Queen Bee.
Right.
Oh goodness,
I saw the I think Coco Bear tweeted what the nicknames were and then said something like, I'm embarrassed for these people. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty much embarrassed too. I'm seeing if I can find what all the nicknames are. Okay. No. All right. I'll bring it up if I find it.
Okay.
I think JC and Tyler will vote with them, says CC. Oh, yeah, Fessy is Stinger. Well, we saw why. We saw why. For being HOH, she lacked a lot of gameplay. It's killing me that I can't remember the Brett point that I wanted to make. Like, it went in my head and out of my head 2 times, like, oh, I need to, and then I forgot it. Twice. I'm so pissed. Anyway, what do you think of Bailey this week? Okay, wait, hold on. Scotty is Honeycomb. Haleigh is the Pollinator. Rockstar is Buzzed. So stupid. So stupid. Okay, what do you think of, though, the way that Bailey has been interacting with people this week? Some people are saying it's too rude, or it's too aggressive, or it's too direct. How do you feel about the way Bailey we're not talking about like the HOH-itis, just the way that she kind of interacts with people in general this week? What are your thoughts on it?
I think that we're just, in general, I think she's playing hard.
Yes.
I wouldn't say that she's being aggressive necessarily. I don't know if I would prescribe that word.
Yeah, I know. I hate to say aggressive because I don't want Bailey, because I don't think I think Bailey is very conscious that she doesn't want to be langled, that's my new word, labeled the angry black, which I don't think that she is at all.
No.
And I don't think she's being angry or aggressive towards people. I do think she's a little bit condescending at times.
Yes.
She's definitely I don't like we saw in the last episode when she was like, Fessy, get in here, you got 5 minutes, I don't have to sit here and kick your ass, you get to see the real me right now, stop talking. And I'm like, whoa, it's social game.
Right. Yeah. It's like all pretense has been dropped this week. There isn't any, I need to try to be your friend. It's
right.
I am in charge. This is my house.
Although she was talking to Sam, she had a little breakdown yesterday in the bathroom. In the bathroom, she was talking to Sam yesterday, and she was like, I feel like people are lying to me. I'm not really sure the vote might go the way we want it to. And then she was like, people better not push that button. They were like, people have been seeing the nice Bailey this whole time, but if I get betrayed and I get backstabbed, people are going to see a whole new Bailey, and they're not going to like it.
She's been betrayed and backstabbed the entire season.
Yeah, and has done
what
nothing.
Difference is this week going to be?
Here's the only thing that annoys me about Brett calling out her power. Yes, it's going to make for great feeds, but I feel like it's not really, because Rachel was the one that told everybody. Rachel walks out the door. Bailey has no one to fight or argue with about why did you do that, so it's gone. What I would prefer to happen is if they didn't tell Bailey and then knew that she had the power and then backdoored her so that she couldn't use it and then let her know, oh yeah, we knew you had the power the whole time. But go ahead, what do you think?
Well, see, the whole thing is her alliance doesn't know that she has the power.
Yes, they do. If we're saying her alliance, let me see.
The Hive?
Wait, hold on. Here's who knows so far. Angela, Rachel, Tyler, Brett. Rachel, did I say Rachel, Angela? Rachel, Angela, Brett, Tyler, Fessy.
And Casey.
So only Haleigh and Rockstar don't know.
And Sam and Scotty.
I guess Sam and Scotty don't know. All right, so then I guess you're right. The majority of the Hive don't know.
The majority of the Hive don't know. So her alliance doesn't know.
And they're going to be like, oh my God, how does the whole other side of the house know? And we don't. And that's what you mean when you say that's what Tyler is going to use. To be like, I just found out about Bailey's power and didn't have time to tell you all.
Yeah.
I mean, how bad is Bailey at this game?
Like I said, this week has been a train wreck, just going further and further off the tracks.
It really has. It will splinter the group. I think the group is splintered already. Personally, I think They don't
really
splintered.
Trust each other.
No.
So it doesn't really matter. But it's just at that point, any shred of hope that there had been for them to really work together will be gone.
Do you agree? I see Michelle Ebb in the chat room is saying Bae ruined her game. I mean, you would agree, correct? The moment she gave up the anonymity of that power, it was over for her.
The moment she told Rachel, it was gone.
Just like I think the moment Scotty told her that he was the vote for Swaggy killed his game with her too. I think Scotty just barely avoided going up this week.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? I think from watching the one-on-ones, I think it could have been Scotty as the target real easy. Scotty just did a good job of talking to her in the one-on-ones and took that target off of himself pretty much.
Yeah.
And Rachel kind of put it on herself. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Scotty did a good job of taking the target off of himself. I think that there were I think Tyler actually had Tyler's whole plan of trying to be like, Scotty's my best friend, and trying to put the target on Scotty ended up backfiring on him.
Oh, 100%.
And that helped take the target off Scotty. as well.
BB Hyde says it'll be another hilarious blindside eviction. I know, it has been a shocked eviction every single week since this show started, which is mildly why I'm annoyed, because I thought Big Brother finally figured out the secret recipe. Holding these powers until later on, I was like, oh my God, I thought it was going to be bad when Caitlyn left, but we have the powers in play, and that's going to create so much drama. So that's why I'm a little bit annoyed now that Bailey's was exposed, because I feel like we're being denied a touch of this drama now, which is why I would prefer if Bailey was backdoored, and that's how she finds out that everyone knew about her power, because you couldn't keep it a secret, Bailey, so now I want you to be the victim of it.
Yeah.
Eric's evil big brother.
Yeah, I mean, I guess either way, it's not going to get used, really.
I mean, it's going to. Like, look, it is scary.
If she gets backdoored, it's not going to get used. If she uses it after it's been exposed, like,
she needs to use it this week, regardless. Now, like, that's her only play. If Brett exposes it in his speech. I think she needs to use it right away to try and... I mean, not if someone on her side wins, obviously.
And do what? Get backdoored immediately? Because if she uses it, then the HOH goes, okay, fine. I didn't nominate the initial people. I'm going to backdoor Bailey now.
But see, here's the other thing. And this is where, you know, Big Brother loves to put their fail-safes in and not explain anything. We also don't know that Bailey can't use it for POV noms. We don't know. We didn't get an official ruling.
It says, like, I'm pretty sure it said for the initial.
It said initial nominations only? I thought it said at any nomination.
She clarified to Rachel, I'm pretty sure, because Rachel was asking, is it for the initial nominations? And asked her if it was for veto, and she said no.
Mama Twins is saying nomination ceremony, sure, but the POV is a nomination ceremony. Okay, wait, it said not for renoms. Okay, so then there you go. So not for renoms. All right, so then Bailey's power is useless. Why are we even bothering? She's just not going to use it. It's just not going to get used.
So why not get the most drama out of it? Let's torture the Hive in the meantime, because these people are terrible at this game. So
I still think the blindsiding her and having her go out knowing that she didn't get to use it would be more drama than, well, maybe not, because we're coming off her having a whole week of being in power. So she's going to still be riding her power trip when she finds out everybody lied to you. We all know. All right, I agree with you. This is probably the most drama. So CBS, I'm telling you right now, if you don't turn those feeds on instantly after the HOH, I'm going to be pissed.
They've been really good about turning the feeds on.
They have. I have no feed blackout complaints this season, honestly. I mean, fix the microphones, for the love of God. The microphones are atrocious. The audio is horrific. That being said, if you guys want to watch all the drama play out on the live feeds, you should sign up and get them from yourrealityrecaps.com/feeds. It's a great free way to help support our shows. And yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon if you have any Amazon shopping to do as well. Oh, fun. That's another one that disappears. Great. Yes, the sound sucks. It totally sucks. Okay, so let's just say that Brett is the one that stays. Who do you hope wins HOH this week? Like, who would you love to see ruling the house for the next week then? Ruling all this potential drama.
I would like to see... Oh, gosh. I'm kind of torn, because I would kind of like to see an Angela HOH just to see what she would do. I want to see more of her.
That's protecting Tyler. And look, I'm not a
Tyler hater at all.
Oh, darn. Neither am I. I don't understand why people have such hate for Tyler. I think Tyler's playing the best game. I don't understand why we're all hating on Tyler for playing the best game.
because people think that Tyler is a production's pet.
But
or
he's not.
something.
I don't think they're protecting him at all.
I don't think so either. I think that he just linked up with a bunch of people that are just really gullible.
And let's face it, Tyler got the shittiest of all the apps. I mean, as far as power go, all it is you can't be nominated. You can still be backdoored, right? I mean, if she can't use hers...
He can use his at the veto ceremony.
So he can use his at the veto ceremony, but she can't use hers at a veto ceremony. All right, so then maybe it's better.
If she hadn't told anybody, hers would be the best.
Yes, hers would have been the best if she didn't tell anybody.
Yes.
It definitely would have been. And it would have been like, you know, being HOH for 2 weeks straight. People would dream to have that power in the game. Mm-hmm. Dream to get 2 targets out. I can't believe it. Yep. He basically has a hidden POV. Pretty much. Yeah, that is a good way of putting it out. And if I was him, I would play it on double eviction. The second, like, Julie is like, double eviction starts, I would just be like Tyler, and I'd be like, I have to go to the bathroom, run to the bathroom, be like, I'm using it. I'm just letting you all know right now it's being used, it's using it, we're using it, I'm making it out of this double eviction. Because I think if he makes it a double eviction, he has a good run to the end.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I saw a lot of people in the chat room were saying they wanted JC to be HOH again this week. I think I saw some people say Tyler. Somebody said Scotty. Lori Starr said Brett or Tyler. I would just like to see, for maximum drama, I want to see a JC HOH.
I don't want to see a JC HOH.
No.
A Scotty, I'd be okay with the Scotty
again,
HOH.
I already saw it.
Yeah, true. See, and that's kind of why I'm like, I don't want to see another Sam HOH. I don't really. No. Yeah,
I could imagine how boring a Fessy one would be.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I don't want Haleigh to win because I don't. Granted, I want her to be safe though, so maybe Haleigh, just so she's safe.
68 Smiles wants Scotty, or Haleigh. Della G wants Scotty. Yep. R-Town wants Rockstar. Annie wants JC on the block. And BB Boston wants Sam for the insanity. No, I can't take another Sam HOH. No. Mm-mm.
No.
The only good thing that I'll say about a Sam HOH is her not letting anybody in her room did create for way more conversations on the feeds that I think normally would have not happened because people would be hiding in her HOH room.
Mm-hmm. Well, can I just say the one thing about her not letting people into her HOH room? That was way more common in like earlier BB seasons. Correct. Like, everyone's acting like she was some insane woman for locking her HOH room. But
she wasn't insane. I agree with you. It was definitely a staple in the early seasons, but I think we're not playing in the early seasons. We're playing now with bitter personal juries, and you're playing a social game, and you just told everyone, you're not allowed in my area.
Yeah, I mean, I think if she had worded it differently...
Yeah, she needed to word it differently.
Her delivery was off. Her delivery's off in a lot of things, and that seems to be Sam's issue with a lot of it.
She lives in a trailer. Her jewel box. She calls it her jewel box, Amy. It's her jewel box.
Goodness, that could be so...
She kept it locked because she was cooking prison meth in there, says Lost in King Cruise. I wouldn't be surprised.
Lordy.
I would not be surprised what she's doing in there. I didn't see a problem with Sam locking the HOH. I thought it was gold, says Lori. Yeah, I mean... Look, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it, just like what Amy said. It's the way she went about it. It's a social game, and you're basically... You should be making people feel like they owe you something in a social game, or make people feel like you want to be around them and have them want to be around you. And instead what you did was made people feel like you didn't want them around you and isolated them and gave them a reason to be mad at you in a social game. I don't think it's a smart move. Personally, I just didn't see it as a smart move on her end. She kept it Jessam says she kept it locked because of the removable shower head. Now, Amy, we're not. This is not a YRR After Dark show. People will have to fan us and follow on you now to see the things that we discuss about the feeds in the wee hours of the morning. Those don't make it onto YouTube. But did you hear her tell Bailey, make sure you spend some time enjoying the shower head? That was literally her advice to Bailey.
Well, Bailey doesn't have Swaggy anymore, so...
Well, I want to see her with KC, so there's that.
Yeah.
I wonder if this HOH is the one they have to study all night. I like those. Ooh, no, because they would have... Oh, wait, no, it would be tonight they would have to study all night.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be, it's not elaborate because the backyard didn't close until just a few hours ago. They had the backyard basically all day today. So it has to be probably just podiums that they're setting up. Mm-hmm. So I think it's going to be just answering questions. But yeah, could be the awake all night one. Sure.
Usually the awake all night one is like the weather. It's like a weather type thing.
Which would be a big setup. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's never too soon. And they are switching comps up this season. I feel like they're putting a twist on everything this season. Like, we didn't get Bollerino. We got Bollerina mixed with Mamma Mia. We didn't get, whatever that one was. They were running around the backyard with the deliveries or putting the people where they go.
Right.
Forward Flow says, Casey is too nice for Bailey. Yeah, I think Casey is pretty nice. I like Casey. Do you think there's any chance that do you think I'm sorry, I forgot who asked this before, but do you think that there will be a rewind week, or do you think that there will be a jury buyback, or do you think that there will be neither?
Oh, I think there's absolutely going to be a jury buyback. Like 100%.
Yeah, I don't want to rewind. Oh, please don't rewind us. No, don't rewind us.
No, I haven't gone through and figured out like how many.
We need another person in the house. If we're making it to finale night, we do not have enough people to make it to finale night. So we need.
Well, then the jury buyback.
And
but is that including the double eviction?
No, that is not. That was just going to say, and that does not include a double eviction. So if we had a jury buyback, we still need one more person to then have a double eviction, or we're right back to where we started. So I think they need 2 more people now. I think we might have a rewind and a double eviction this season.
But how would they do that though?
Here's how they do it. They're going to wait until Tyler's on the block and in danger.
and suddenly the App Store is going to open again.
And then it's going to be a rewind week. They're going to wait until someone they do not want to go is on the block, and then I have a feeling they're going to whip out a rewind. Because I think, look, we know that they are all over social media. CBS, Big Brother, is well aware that year after year after year, they win. They're the biggest on Twitter. Like every year, they're the most talked about thing on Twitter, on social media. Big Brother is aware of social media. That's why we have stupid ass emojis and trending and all that other stuff. My point is, they know what we're saying. They know that we're loving this season. They know that we're loving the drama, and they're afraid that it could start dwindling now. So I think they're going to want to do whatever it takes to keep the drama alive this season and going forward, personally. I just want Pandora's box back. For the love of God, just give me Pandora's box back.
Well, maybe they'll bring Pandora's box just to put the rewind weekend.
Correct. Now, I'd be fine with that. But if you're, not for nothing, you're missing a lot of opportunities to give us Big Brother nostalgia on this 20th season, and you're failing. Like, great, I loved seeing Rachel. It was great having Rachel back, but, like, I need more nostalgia than Rachel came back to host a competition.
Yeah.
It's your 20th season, for the love of God.
I thought that they were going to do a lot more Yeah, nostalgia, I guess.
Nostalgia things. And PS doesn't need to be hard. Just like do an old comp and just bring back Pandora's box. Bring more people in to host. Make the competition be about things about past seasons. I mean, these are not... You can do it for cheap, is my point.
Right. Well, and they said that, like, before the season, they had even said on Twitter that they were going to be doing a lot more throwback comps this season, and we haven't had any.
No, I haven't seen any. Social Mari wants to know, do you think that it'll be a 7 or a 9-person jury?
I mean, we've most recently had 9. Yeah, I think they'll probably stick with. I think they're going to stick with 9.
I'm sure they're going to stick with... I mean, especially if they're going to do a buyback, I think they're going to need it to be 9 to give them a little bit of time to gather people for a buyback. So I'm going to say I think it would have to be 9.
Yeah.
Could this week be a reset, says Courtney J, since Caitlyn messed up and they have the yard still? No, I don't think they would back to back. I don't think they would do Caitlyn and then not have anyone go again this week.
Yeah, because that would be absolutely disappointing, because then why couldn't they have done it for Caitlyn?
Right, why couldn't they have done it? I think production is pissed that they didn't think to tell Caitlyn, like, push the button. Like, in other words, she had it together on the floor. Just push the button. Julie never said, I went back and watched it, Julie never said it had to be on that podium. Julie just said it had to be put together in the house. She had it put together in the house. It just happened to be on the floor. All Caitlyn needed to do is hit that button, and I don't know why production didn't just cut the mics and go, Caitlyn, it's done, push the button. Because production wanted her back in there.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous. Can you imagine if this was a non-eviction week? Maybe they should do that. They should just bring in Phil from The Amazing Race, and he should go, I'm ready for a takeover. Everyone, this is a non-elimination leg. Goodbye.
So keep on racing.
So keep on racing, everyone. There could be a reset button in the DR, like on BB14 when the coaches entered the game. Yeah. It could be. They should have brought back PB&J. No. I don't want PB&J back. I would just like have-nots to be completely gone for good. Is basically what I would, basically like to happen. Okay. There were so many questions, and of course I wasn't copying and pasting them. Shouldn't Bailey, I think this is from Lindsay. She says, shouldn't Bailey have named herself Swaggy B in honor of Chris? Oh, I was like, I don't get it. Well, that was his name, Swaggy C. No, Swaggy B. Yes, Lindsay. You should have named it Swaggy C instead of Swaggy B. Oh, in the Beehive. She's saying in the Beehive.
Yes.
Because she's in the Beehive, so she should be Swaggy B. Okay, I get it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so, Amy, is there any other things that you want to talk about before we wrap this show up?
I don't think so. I think we touched on
I feel like
everything.
We touched on everything. You guys know, I mean, we talked about POV so long ago. You know what we're going into POV tonight. I don't think I'm spoiling it for anyone if I say, I mean, it's right here on the graphic. I mean, Tyler is going to be your POV winner and not use it. We've talked about that for so long already. The drama for this week, everything that we're going to see is all going to happen tomorrow if Brett does this speech as planned, is where we're at right now. So, I think we will see what happens with that, Amy. Now, Amy.
Yes.
People know that you are running that trash draft.
Yes, I am.
How is the trash draft coming? Do you still need people to tweet you when things happen?
I can always use updates on the trash draft. So if you see anything on the feeds that are happening that are points worthy, definitely tweet me with hashtag trash draft. I try to catch stuff, but it is hard to catch everything. So absolutely.
Okie dokie. So make sure that it's just an easy way for you guys to get points. I will have you know every single morning I start my day by sending Amy 25 things that I think I should get points for. She has stopped reading it and said none of those are point worthy. Like, I know right when she reads it, it'll be like, Amy read this 30 seconds ago, and then instantly it comes back and she just goes, none of those get points.
Yep, pretty
And
much
I'm like, Amy,
every
you
day.
you didn't even read it, Amy. You didn't even read it. I'm giving you the gold to get me in first, and she won't do it, which is ridiculous. So if you guys see anything that is happening on the live feeds that is point-worthy, help Amy out too, and tweet her at Dancin Amy to get your trash draft points. You do win prizes. And Amy, oh my God, I'm going to put you on the spot for a second. We can also say we have our first winner from the updaters, don't we?
Yes,
do you
we
remember who it is?
Yes, it is Lee.
Lee, congratulations. Lee is the first updater winner for the month of July. Thank you, Lee, for being a live feed updater. If you guys don't know, follow at BB20 Live Feeds on Twitter for 24/7 live feed updates all season long. But yes, Lee is winning the amazing throw blanket that Dee Dee made, which is like YRR live feed updaters. Dee Dee made this custom throw blanket, which is amazing. And she does them for people as well. So you guys can hit Dee Dee up. Maybe I'll put Dee Dee's link or email on below this video on the website, and you guys contact Dee Dee. We'll have to show it on the show. I'll have to show what it looks like on the show. Of course, all people who are subscribed in You Now, you guys are all entered to win in Orwell for this month of July. I will pick out the winner for that tomorrow. And we have officially closed the giveaway for the autograph mug. We will do that winner tomorrow as well, Amy. Lots of winners.
Winners all over the place.
Winners all over the place. Make sure you guys are subscribed on YouTube and iTunes so that you guys can win stuff for following over there. Amy, I will be live tweeting during Big Brother tonight. Or will you be watching live?
I'm going to try.
Amy's going to try. Well, I will be tweeting live. Of course, the live feed updaters will be tweeting what's going on in the house. And then I will see all of you guys back here tomorrow night. We're trying to figure out when Rachel is coming on. Maddie is coming on next week. Maddie was supposed to come on tomorrow, but Maddie last minute found out that her friend is now flying in a day earlier. So Maddie said, can we do next Thursday? So I said, fine. I hear you all, you guys want Jason. I'm talking to Jason. He told me, do not announce it yet, so I'm not allowed to tell you the Jason day. That's soon. And we have lots of people coming on too. Miss Cleo as well is fixing her schedule to get her on. So we have lots of fun people coming on soon for you guys so we can talk more Big Brother. Amy, thank you so much for hanging out and talking Big Brother. We need you to come back and do it more too.
Well, it was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys later. Bye, chat room. Bye, guys. Bye.